How's it going, everyone? Yep, it's Movie and Game Lover 98 here. Today I'll be doing a stream giving out some fan-made Thomas and Friends DVD or Blu-ray complete season box sets. So yep, and anyone's welcome to join, but please no inappropriate stuff, otherwise I'll have to start all over again. So yep, I'm going to provide the link so some people can join. So yep, I provide the link. And yes, like I said, anyone's welcome to join, but like I said, please no inappropriate stuff, otherwise I'm removing whoever's camera's making that background noise that disturbs me. Bless me, guys, I had to sneeze off camera. So yep, I'm going to be doing Fanmade Thomas and Friends complete season box sets on DVD or Blu-ray. But we can also ask other things as long as it's kids shows related or Thomas related. Lance Jackson says, hey, I'm just at home watching Hotel for Dogs. That's cool, Lance Jackson. I've heard of Hotel for Dogs. I've never just watched it though. I've heard of it though. So yep, I'm just going to wait for some people to join and then we can get started. Or I may as well just get started. So first off, we're going to start off with Complete Season 1 of Thomas, which we all know is the very first Thomas and Friends season ever made. And we're all still going to put the complete seasons on 2 discs. And Bullwinkle Fan 2003 says, hey, Movie and Game Lover 98, how was your day today? It was great, Bullwinkle Fan 2003, thank you. And Jackson Mink says, I can turn my camera so it won't show my face. Yeah, you just go into the settings, Jack, and just make sure it says facing camera back. So it means your face is not showing camera, but it shows your camera's facing towards the other way. So yeah. So we're going to start off with the complete season 1 of Thomas, which is, of course, we all know is the very first Thomas season ever made. And there's Gum.
Hello.
Hey, Gum. Welcome to the stream. We're doing fan-made Thomas and Friends complete season box sets on DVD or Blu-ray.
Fascinating. Too bad I don't have
especially
any.
because I know you have the earlier box set, which is the complete season 1, but also has a few bonus features.
Yes.
So yeah, we're going to start off with complete season 1, which is, of course, and basically for all complete seasons, they're going to be on 2 discs. Ones with the episodes, basically. So we're going to start off with season 1, which is the very first season that they ever released.
Hey.
Jack? How's it going, Jack?
I'm good.
Good. I'm guessing those.
Yeah, we're doing fan-made
Thomas
Thomas Friends complete season box sets. Which if they want them on DVD or Blu-ray, if they could release it, if Mattel can just release the complete series.
Look at this.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I'm here to just show my DVDs and Blu-ray.
Okay. Yeah, we're talking about complete season box sets Thomas fan made if they ever made them, if Mattel could actually make them. And Mox says, do I hate whatever happened to SpongeBob? Of course I do. I used to think it was okay, but now I just hate it for some
I'll be right back.
I just now dislike it. Okay. And Thomas and Friends, Dragon Tales Fan 2007 says hi. Hello, Thomas and Friends and Dragon Tales Fan 2007. So yeah, first off, we're going to start off with Season 1. We all know what it is. This is the very first season of Thomas and Friends. To bring to this, well, it was first came out to the UK in 1984. All 26 episodes, narrated by Ringo Starr. But of course, he did redub almost all the Season 1 episodes for the American audiences.
Yeah, and I watched Finn's Blanky.
Oh my god, you did.
Yeah, and yeah, I really didn't feel much of anything from it, and I actually prefer it over Bowie for You.
Yeah. Well, at least you got you're on now some better episodes of Dragon Tales.
Yeah. I noticed some of the guy you told me about, Jedi Geek, was it his name?
Yes.
Yeah, I noticed that some of the later episodes of Season 3 you only have like one, and then them in the other one, like in a segment episode, and the other one's
They
like
repeat the Season 2
one.
episode, yeah. Basically, they repeat a Season 2 episode if it comes first or it comes at the end. Like the next one, after that comes Express Yourself in a Snowman. It repeats a Snowman for all seasons. But yeah, so yeah, Complete Season 1, of course, George Carlin did narrate all the episodes in the US and Canada. So like basically the first disc, kind of like the earlier box set.
Yeah.
Still goes Thomas Gets Tricked to Terrence the Tractor on disc 1. Second disc would still go Thomas and Burry's Great Race to Thomas' Christmas Party. But you know something funny? That you know how Taylor Tenney's having trouble uploading seasons 1, 2, and 3 because Mattel's blocking them?
What about him?
Every time I try to watch them, they just say that it's blocked due to copyright grounds from Mattel. This is why I can't trust Mattel.
Yeah, and even we watched the re-upload of the Unlucky Tug's Big World, Big Adventure video today.
Yeah. Okay, Thompson Peace Fan Program Breaker says, hey, I can't join your link because I have lots to do. I understand, Thomas and PBS Fan Program Breaker. If you just want to publicly chat, that's fine. But yeah. William Waldrop says, howdy, fellers. Hello, William Waldrop. Okay, so yes, we all know Complete if they made a fan-made West version, be the same thing as the earlier box set, but use George Carlin's American dub.
Yeah, but when any of these fan-made seasons have special features or no?
I think they would have some special features. You know how like the UK one in those UK box sets, Complete Season 1 through 11, the 65th anniversary box set, they don't. But it would be cool if they did have some. At least, yeah. And of course, like they could just put some special. That one they use Thomas and Donnie D's read-along story or the Build an Engine game. That Build an Engine game version is also on 10 Years of Thomas. That version on early years is also on 10 Years of Thomas.
Yeah, and I thought it was also on another release, but I don't remember what it was.
Build an Engine's on Best of James, but except it's different.
And like if they ever did release actual seasons like those, but didn't have any special features, I would probably keep like the best of the season 6 through 8 or 9, because you know those have special features on them. Well, most of the later ones don't.
So yeah, we all know the first season well it goes, but for seasons 2 through 7 of the classic series, but yeah, and Thomas PS Fan Program Breaker says if you do plan to show my fan-made Thomas, please make sure to give credit to me. I would try to my hardest Thomas PS Fan Program Breaker, but I just don't know if I can try to. This is my own personalized view, and I don't know how to look it up on how to make it myself. But yeah, Complete Season 1, we all know what it looks like. I think Thomas Terrence and the Snow dub, like I said with Thomas and Bird, with Ringo Starr, the American, or George Carlin. There's nothing different except until the very end. Wait, Complete Season 1, we know what it goes. Yeah. So yeah, now let's go on to Season 2. Which, you know, for that one, we'll start off with... Look, I know how it goes on I see 13 episodes on one half, on one half, the other half is the other 13. That means 26 altogether. So the first disc would go Toss Bruce in the Coal, aka Double Trouble in the US, to Diesel Stevie Speed, aka Dirty Work, not with the season 11 version. And the other half would basically go till, well, a close shave for Duck, aka just a close shave okay, to Tossing Christmas Tree. Like, I just don't know what characters to put on the discs, honestly, because, I mean, like, they just have 2 colored discs.
Well, like, what if they did it in, like, a style similar to the early years set?
I guess they could try to.
Yeah, or, like, have, like, Henry, Gordon, and Edward, or Toby.
I guess they could.
But, yeah, but I think Toby would be kind of harder to do because, you know, he's square face in the disc. Or the other ones have round faces.
Yeah, they had to. I guess they had to make like some images of Toby's face. Of course, like now we move on to season 3, which is of course some people's favorite season of the classic series. Even though I know the Reverend W. Audrey hates season 3 the most.
But, and if he was still alive today, I think we now probably know where he would hate more than 3.
I mean, the only episode he hated was Henry's Forest.
I was referring to blah blah.
Okay. Oh man. Okay. But unfortunately, we don't have Reverend Wilbur Audrey anymore. That's why, if he would come back, that means he would hate the Blubber series even more than season 3. But yeah, and I know the first half on season 3 it would go to From a Scar for Percy to my favorite episode of season 3, Trust Thomas. This one of season 3. Yeah. And of course, I think I know the color borders because like I watched every single Thomas story. Like I'll just do it from complete seasons 1 through 21 because I know those colors off the top of my head. So first off, for the complete season 1, it'd be red. 2 would be a blue color. 3 would be yellow. 4 would be green. 5 would be purple. And oh yeah, the other half of season 3 would go from Mavis to Thomas Percy's Mountain Adventure, aka Thomas Percy's Christmas in the UK. But did you know something funny, guys? That Unlucky Tug says at seasons 3 and 5, he says you can watch them out of order, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I think it means that whatever order you watch them in, it won't make a difference.
Yeah, even though I like to watch them in order when they were broadcast. Like take for instance if Trust Thomas was the season premiere of season 3 instead of A Scar for Percy. But the reasons why they put A Scar for Percy at the premiere of season 3 is because it was still winter time after Christmas was over. But yeah, season 3, the other half would go from, on disc 2, from Mavis to Thomas and Percy's Mountain Adventure, aka Thomas and Percy's Christmas Adventure in the UK. Also be a fan for Breaker. So yeah, now we move on to season 4, which I know at least the other half of the narration is where the first 13 go from Grand Puff to Passengers and Polish. Yeah, to Passengers and Polish. That's 13 is Passengers and Polish. But make sure Home at Last and Rock and Roll go in the correct order. Because you know how in the story, The Little Old Engine, it goes Home at Last, then Rock and Roll. Because Rock and Roll is supposed to follow up from the events from the previous episode, Home at Last.
Well, it's been a long time since I've watched most of the seasons in chronological order.
But yeah, and of course, season 4, the other half would go from the old engine to mine that bite. But make sure that, well, Brainsoft's play goes after the event of Toss the 70 and before the fold out comes. Even though it's funny, wouldn't it be cool if they just made more episodes with 70 on Soda before he left at the end of Fold Out?
Maybe.
And I just don't know the name of the story because I know it goes before the event of Fold Out. And Thomas Previous Fan Program Breaker says, you know what I find weird? What is it, Thomas Previous Fan Program Breaker?
Wait, what episode what is the name you can't remember?
It's from the Railway Series story book, Stepney the Bluebell Engine. And of course, you know how the 4 episodes of season 4 are supposed to go after Henry and the Elephant. Look at the Thomas Wiki. It's literally supposed to go after Henry and the Elephant. It's supposed to go Code Stands By, Bullseye's off Special Letter, and then Thomas Wiki, aka King Pot. Okay. And yeah, Bowling for 2003 has a universal re-release of Engine Friends. I don't have that one. Thomas Fan Program says, I think he says for season 4 of Angelus' early narration, even though I thought it was pretty good, revised narration is pretty much similar to his early narration. Oh, I can see the point. I know George Carlin did change his voice in season 4 because he was getting very old.
Yeah, I noticed the difference, but I didn't really mind too much.
I thought it was going to be a different person. I heard that voice. Is like, huh, is that a different person doing the voice? Or is that still George Carlin? And Flicka told me in one of his streams saying it's still George Carlin, but his voice sounds different. Koza says hi. Hello, Koza. So yeah, now we move on. Yeah, we now move on to the other season I was talking about. That's episodic. You can watch it in any out of order and nothing. It doesn't make a difference. Season 5. Which I know that some people say is one of the best seasons of the classic series. I think it's my all-time favorite season because you know how dark and edgy it looks. While the first 4 before that were just a happy-go-lucky one. With some minor ones like showing scrap stuff and how it gets really edgy in some episodes. But season 5 really pushed that boundary a lot. But I think you should start off season 5 with Cranky Bugs. You know how they not only Cranky Bugs was the first episode of season 5, but it was the first season 5 release they put out in North America.
Yeah.
That's why you should watch Cranky's debut episode as the season premiere of season 5. But it says all the others you could just watch out of order and there's no difference. But the reason why you should have better Beef for Gordon at the beginning of the season 5 is because, well, there's no hole in the wall yet. Until Gordon...
Important engines like me should have a panoramic view where I can see people and people can see me.
Yeah, and of course, also when James says, well, so much about everything. Got 2 puffed up in your boiler, so it serves you right. But yeah, I don't know how Angelus can do Gordon's Help Me Please, or I don't think Angelus says Help Me Please.
What? So you mean you can't do it like this? Help me, please.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. And Tom Fan Program says, well, to be honest, House Queen should have been the season finale. Has better.
It still plays original content.
It does?
But it says distributed by Lionsgate on the case.
Yeah, it's like every Thomas DVD, they still use the Anchor Bay disc inside. When you put it on the player, even though the packaging says Lions. But season 5, but you know, yes, I mentioned before, Gum, Unlucky Tug says Gordon the Gremlin is his least favorite 5 episode. Yeah, Gordon the Gremlin, I can understand that some people's least favorite episode of season 5. But, like I said, I know in other episodes, the panoramic view hole is already punched out. That's why Lady Hat's birthday party goes after Gordon. A better view for Gordon. But you know something funny, like in James the Trouble with Trees, like, you know, when after Henry says rubbish for all the pride of the line, I could imagine if Gordon would have said, yeah, James, stop being so boastful about it. Well, even though Gordon did appear in James the Trouble with Trees, but he just didn't speak. Only Henry did. And also, like, when Henry stuffed up Alec Baldwin's voice, well, it's before, like, when James laughs to Henry and says, you can't push cars properly, why not talk to a tree instead? I think I found both Baldwin's and Angelus's hilarious.
Side A is Halloween Spectacular, and side B is Trick or Treat Tales.
Yeah. And also, like when I did this part, it's like, if you can't push cars properly, why not talk to a tree instead? You know that you like the forest. As a matter of fact, Bossy Boiler, Sir Topham has inspected the island for trees that are too close
Side
to
A
the line.
is Snow Days, and
He's
side
worried
B
they
is
might cause
Frosty
trouble.
Friends.
Ha! Laughed James. If I hit upon a tree, push it aside. Really?
If he did that, then yeah. Oh, sorry. Finish.
Yeah, sorry. No, I was doing
Hold on.
Angelus. I was gonna do Angelus' take of when he laughs at him. If you can't push trucks properly, and why not talk to a tree
There we go.
instead? You know how much you like the forest. Us, Boiler said Hen. Boiler is expecting the island tree to hold on. He's worried they might cause trouble. Oh, laughed. If I came upon a tree, I would just push it aside. Really?
Yeah. And if he did that, he probably would get him derailed.
Like if James tried to push the tree?
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, like, you know, in some scenes, like, you know, well, even like when James goes to the yards to pick up his train and James the Trouble with Trees, that's literally the dogs. Like, but the narrator says by the time he reached the yards.
I guess he was referring to the yard at the docks.
Yeah. Well, and of course, yeah, like I mentioned the other half, would it have been cooler if Oliver's Find and Toby's Discovery swapped places in season 5, Gum? Like, you know how after Stephanie gets lost, it would still go, Snow would still be the finale of season 5, but make it go Oliver's Find to Snow, because you know how in Oliver's Find, he crashed into that shed that looks like Toby's?
Yeah.
But then it eventually gets rediscovered and it's back to being Toby's shed again in Toby's Discovery. But still make it go Something in the Air, Toss Percy Note, Slow Coach, Toss the Rumors. Those 3 still go in that order. Because, you know, would it have been cooler if, like I said, if Oliver's Find went before Toby's Discovery?
I wouldn't really mind either way.
You know, or maybe the shed was a little bit different from Toby's at Arlesdale, because, you know, like, the shed was a little bit different. But, you know, it's
probably
also
got
funny,
me
like, you know,
in the crash.
yeah, but also, like, you know, it's funny in the episode at the end of Tom Matt's Holiday. Actually, in Happy Ever After, Annie and Clarabelle have their sparkly new coat of paint, but for some reason they're back to their old rusty paint in Sir Tom Matt's Holiday. I think Sir Tom Matt's Holiday should have gone before Happy Ever After, or maybe like make someone happy before Happy Ever After. Because, you know, like, for some reason, Annie and Clarabelle go back to having their old paint for some reason when Thomas sees Percy and Oliver and asks, "What are you two doing here?" So yeah, I would have liked to make someone happy when after, like, you know, make someone happy goes after. Oh, I don't. What was it after? Oh yeah, it goes after Toby's Discovery or Oliver's fine. Because also they use stock footage from Peter saying their first place, but Peter saying this is old fun. Yeah. But yeah, season 5. I know, even though it's funny in the production order, they put on Complete Season 5 release 2012 release. Snow is for some reason placed before Rusty the Bowler, but Rusty and the Bowler is supposed to go as second to last.
Side A is widescreen and side B is full screen.
Yep. And yeah, also move on to season 6, which I know some people say is probably the weakest of the classic series.
I don't think it's the weakest.
I think it's better. At least they keep the original Mike and Junior music, which is good. Even though this funny gum, I found a No Sleep for Cranky dub with the Alec Baldwin dub, but it uses the Robert Hartshorn score music for some reason. That's one of the weirdest things I've ever noticed. Alec Baldwin still does the narration of the US version, but they use new composition music.
Yeah, pretty weird to me as well. Why redo the
I
music?
I understand people hate Alec Baldwin's bad narration in season 6 because the reasons we know why his narration was so poor in season 6. But at least in Buffer, well, we gotta explain season 6 now. The first 13 will go from Salty Secret to Prison of the Haunted Night. Because I don't know why on some UK releases they actually put Salty Secret second and Harvey the rest
Before
third.
I go, I'm gonna show you something.
Okay, Jack. You know how for some reason No Sleep for Cranky is the premiere of season 6, but it's supposed to be Salty Secret.
Well, at least this gets it right.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh wow, that is so cool.
Oh yeah, I'm looking for that copy on eBay right now because
you sure are.
DVD is very rare.
But yeah, and of course, you know how I don't know, Unlucky Tug has never made his retrospective video on season 6 just yet. He made a character history of Percy.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that video will be delayed a bit because he's getting all his content back.
Yeah, content. Yeah,
I have to go, but I'll still comment.
Okay, Jack. Yeah. As I'm saying, first disc of season 6, we'll make sure to go Salty Secret to Percy and the Haunted Mine, because then we properly see Salty and Harvey properly, and then we see Salty a second time, Harvey's rescue. Because seriously, why did the UK, I don't know why the UK messed up, but us Americans got it right. Well, I think when it broadcast on TV in both regions, got it right. But of course, I know, I think whoever's narration for the episode, I would have to, like I said, I think Alec Baldwin is much better. At least they kept the original music. So yes, first half goes from Salty Secret to Percy and the Haunted Mine, and this other half goes to starts with everyone's least favorite season 6 episode, Middle Engine.
Oh man,
I don't always consider that my least favorite. I kind of like it.
Yeah, can I tell you guys I didn't really like Middle Engine for some reason?
Sure.
Yeah. It's just so awful.
Yeah, Percy gets pulled off for something that wasn't even his fault. Seriously, hit Brian Truman. Why couldn't he just wrote it made better? Makes Sir Tom tell off Henry for that he was the one who did. Seriously, Hit Entertainment. Yeah, I say Hit Entertainment because, for some reason, Ghislaine Entertainment was going defunct in late 2002, and Hit Entertainment had to own the rights to Thomas. Yeah, but the other half, I know we start with one of the worst episodes of season 6, Middle Engine, but the finale is Faulty Whistles.
Yeah, I want to read those episodes on the same release and come after one another on Chocolate Crunch.
Well, it still goes in the chronological order, but except like we start with Middle Engine, and then we have to watch some episodes, and then we have to watch these episodes between Middle Engine and Buffer Bother. Like, yeah, I can tell like all of the narration. Like, well, for the narration of these episodes, like the Brandon dub of James and Balloon, I found okay, but the Baldwin one I found much better. Like the Baldwin narration of James and Balloon is probably my favorite. And like, yeah, Percy's Chocolate Crunch I know comes after Gordon Takes a well, we gotta watch in this order. Like after James and Balloon and Jack Frost, like we could do Gordon Takes a Tumble, Percy's Chocolate Crunch, then Buffer Bother. Like, yes, for Gordon Takes a Tumble, I know like this part when Gordon tried to stop, but then he derailed because like the branch line couldn't take his weight, and some of the crashes were so amazing in that episode.
Yeah.
I know, like, Alec Baldwin's Gordon impression is too weak in season 6 because, you know, like I said, Alec Baldwin's narration was too weak in 6. That's why he couldn't make Gordon sound stuffy anymore.
Hold on, wait. Oh, help! I tried to do season. Yeah, I tried to do Alec Baldwin season 5 impression of that.
Like when he screams out, "Oh help!"
Yeah.
But instead he goes, "Oh help!" Gordon cried as he slid off the tracks and into a field. Like, I like how, and like Angelos does, he says it way too fast and into a field. I like how Baldwin pauses in between each words and into a field. But you know, at the beginning, like, you know how, yeah, like not only does Percy really say stupid word, like messes up, he acts so stupid in those episodes, like he really messes up asking what those words are.
Yeah, dignified. What's that?
Or he could have just asked, dignified puzzle? What's that? Dignified, Gordon said, means that someone's too big for his buffer. He's salty. Paw. And like in Harvey to the Rescue, why couldn't Percy just ask, what's a demonstration? Demonstration, Thomas explained. It's when you show off what you can do.
Like when Thomas and I have a race, said Bodie. Vroom, vroom.
Yeah, of course, like Birdie's eyes were not moving. Like basically from season 1 to 6, he never moved his eyes.
Did they move in 7?
Yes, in the premiere of like the first time Birdie was in episode season 7 was in Edward Express. Well, we're gonna get to season 7 in a minute, but yeah. Well, we gotta finish up 6, and of course, like this is the only time with Alec Baldwin's narration he does an angry impression with Birdie in season 6 because, well, in season 5 he never did it. But this is the only time in season 6 he does it with Birdie. Like when after the narrator says, "You block the road," Birdie snapped. Like, and also like from 7, all the seasons with Michael Brandon from 7 to 11, he would sometimes make that angry impression. Well, but of course, like, yeah, of course, like, yeah, of course. So yeah, I think if you thought season 6 was the first one that Percy started to get really stupid, think again. He listens to Edward in the deputation way back in season 2, but then he messes up saying we need a depot station.
Yeah.
So yeah, really season 2 is when Percy started to misunderstand a part. Just says it. He just explains out and he says it wrong.
But I don't think he says it as something wrong at all in 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, it's like, you know how at the premiere of season 3 of Scarf Percy, like when Thomas says he's late, he's not late. Well, yeah, 3, 4, and 5, he didn't act that stupid. Then for some reason 6, there were 2 episodes he really messed up a word. Well, I think maybe in season 7 he started to get smarter again. I think so, yeah. Oh, wait. And of course, season 6, like, you know, yes, Thomas Percy the Squeak. I used to like the part with Alicia Body screaming still. Well, the rest of the episode was funny. Like, I love when Gordon says, "Well, one thing's for sure, he won't choose Dirty Percy." "Don't call him Dirty Percy," said Percy crossly. Puff away.
Well, I prefer the UK dub of that because, well, it's pretty funny. And
like, you know, like when
thanks to a certain YTP. the real Xbox nerd. Like, he made that joke like the main focus of that video.
Yeah. Yeah. And also for the loss of season 6, Toss the Jet is my favorite episode of season 6. Like, I'm glad that the Americans,
it's
like, Get Entertainment changed the title to let us Americans know that the episode's about Thomas with the jet engine. He's not actually the jet engine. How can they put his face like saying he's the jet engine? But maybe because he just zooms around so fast. But I like how the us Americans we say it's him in the jet engine. Yeah, this is Thomas the Jet Engine is the only episode we got to see the jet engine. Like, or if you thought that was, there was a season 24 episode where they do bring the jet engine back.
And it's mentioned in a season 18 episode.
Yeah, Emily Saves the World is where they mention it. But the actual episode itself, Thomas the Jet Engine, that's the only time we got to see the jet engine itself. And Light Blue Yoshi Fano 2 says hello. Hello, Light Blue Yoshi Fano 2. Oh yeah, we're not there yet. Well, as I was saying, like, I think when we finish season 4, I should say, rest in peace, Reverend Audrey. Because the last episode of season 4 aired 2 years before his death. So yeah, like for season 4, or I should say, like, R.I.P. Reverend W. Audrey and George Carl.
Well, even though George Carlin didn't pass away until 2008.
Yes, but season 4 was his last season. He narrated George Carlin. But this one,
yeah, it's a shame.
Now move on to the weakest season that some people say is the weakest of the classic series, number 7.
And before we get to that, what are we including that pack series too, or is that separately?
That unfortunately got its own spin-off series. I think we'll just have to skip it, even though it's got season 7 filming. It goes after season 9. Like the timeline after season 7, it goes season 8, Polygonal Engines, season 9, Jack the Sword Construction Company, and season 10.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, season 7, the first disc, we would go from Emily's New Coach to Salty Storm. I don't know why the first 13, it starts from Gordon and Spencer, 3 Cheers Thomas, a.k.a. Thomas in the U.S. I don't know why. It could have just went from first 13, it literally goes Emily's New Coaches to Salty Storm. So yeah, I think Birdie may have moved his eyes in Edward's Brass Band. I'll have to watch Edward's Brass Band again to see if he does move his eyes. I know in Hooray for Thomas, the finale of the classic series entirety, he does move his eyes.
And I know you consider season 12 part of the CGI era. What do you consider season 7 part of the classic or the hit era?
Classic, because you know how
I prefer the classic.
I would consider 7 as part of the classic era. No, it's still got the classic series intro, yeah. But you know how Taylor Kennedy's video of season 7, he still uses the classic series intro, but all the music in the episodes is still for some reason composed by Robert Hartshorn, even like just use the Mike Jr. dubs. In Emily's New Coach, there was a perfect Michael Brand US dub, but with the original music. So basically, all the episodes of season 7 the Michael Brandon narration, but with the U.S. Mike and Jr. music. And yeah, I think the reasons this is why we have to put Bill Bennett Fergus at the beginning of season 7, because I don't know why us Americans got a DVD with him before his debut, Bill Bennett Fergus.
But
at least this one they fixed it. I think season 6 and 7 we have to follow like timeline. This one 6 and 7 we need to follow like proper order. But season 7 would have not been so much weaker if they just didn't like change the music and make the music terrible. And even though Michael Brandon is the U.S. narrator, But yeah. Emily's coach was the perfect way to show off season 7. Reasons why they couldn't make Emily model in season 6 is because they didn't have it ready till the next season. And if you felt like in the next few seasons that Emily was going to be really cross to another engine, think again. Salty Stormy Tale was the first episode she ever did that. She was cross to another engine.
Yeah.
She was cross to both Tom and Percy because they were making. She says it's not nice to copy the way others talk, and that they hurt Salty's feelings. I think another one, yeah, like I said, I'll have to watch Edward's Brass Band again to make sure to see if Birdie does move his eyes. But like I said, this first season, Birdie's eyes do move. But I know some parts where I watched a video where they did fix the sink in Edward's Brass Band. Like, like Thomas would still be saying, "What's up? Your smiles has brought your smoke box." But then when Edward says, I'm on my way to pick up the brass band," replied Edward, it shows his close-up. And then when he says, "The concert is tomorrow night," and then when Thomas says, "Don't crack your smoke box," teased Thomas. And then it shows Thomas's close-up. Or I think another one where they fixed this sink in Edward's Brass Band, like when Thomas still says, "What's up? Your smells has brought your smoke box." He doesn't puff up to Edward way too late. Like this one, it shows the clips the same way as on Hooray for Thomas DVD, but they fixed the sync properly. Like he still would say, "What's up? Your smells has brought your smoke box." It shows Thomas's close up like this: "What's up? Your smiles has brought your smoke box." And then when Edward says, "I'm on my way to pick up the brass band," replied Edward, "A concert is tomorrow night." So yeah, I think like the first episode of season 7 that Cranky was in, I think he was the first was Edward's Brass Band. So yeah, Edward's Brass Band was Cranky's first time in season 7. I don't think he appeared in the scene in Bill, Ben, and Fergus when Bill and Ben are collecting the Rock Crusher.
Yeah, they weren't. I mean, well, Cranky wasn't really in that episode.
Okay, I could just see the big Mickey crane though. But of course, like also, this is the first time when Cranky speaks in season 7. He says that's his only time he appears in the scene. He's like, goes like, "You useless little engines are always in the way." Yeah, of course. Yes. What some people don't really like What's the Matter with Henry from season 7.
I think it's alright.
But the one thing I would have liked better if they just went to go see Sir Tom Hand and told him he wasn't feeling well. And I know that engines are supposed to be really useful and not argue. But I know Trevor Davis, that's another one of his least favorite classic series episodes, along with Middle Engine and Thomas and Percy Mountain Adventure or Rusty to the Rescue. So yes, Rusty to the Rescue, Middle Engine, What's the Matter with Henry, and The Old Bridge, or aka The Old Iron Bridge in the US, and Thomas and Percy's Mountain Adventure are his least favorite classic series episodes of all time. What can I say? Also, like, what other episodes can I say? Oh yeah, and also for disc 2 of season 7, the last of the classic series goes from Snow Engine, aka Oliver the Snow Engine in America, to Hooray for Thomas as the finale, or aka 3 Cheers for Thomas in the UK. So keeping on time, I still got time to do stuff, talk about other fan-made stuff, as long as it's Thomas related, I've still got time.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm about to get ready for bed, so
Okay.
I'll see you guys in chat. See
Okay.
you next time.
See you next time.
See ya.
Okay, now it's just us, Gum. Almost done with season 7, the last of the classic series. Where this is where I'm going to say something. Our moment of silence. Yes, the last episode of Hooray for Thomas. The last episode of season 7. I meant to say yes, it is Hooray for Thomas. Where Thomas did get a medal for helping out, but Birdie explains he still won the race.
Yeah.
And like the last stock footage they ever used in that one was the close-up of Thomas's whistle from It's Only Snow. Yeah, can you believe like season 7 used so much stock footage from the previous seasons, unlike any others?
Yeah, in season 8 you reused a little bit, but not as much.
Okay, but yeah. And after that, that's season 7 done. R.I.P. David Mitton, because David Mitton, the last season he ever directed was season 7. So this is where I'll say R.I.P. David Mitton. Yeah, rest in peace, David Mitton. But yeah, now we move on to the first of the whole hit series, number 8.
Yeah, probably the best of the hit seasons. Honestly.
It's probably the best because they were just at least they didn't add some additional. They don't add the stupid formula that we're gonna see in the next season. But actually, we forgot to talk about the movies. But we'll do the movies. So I think what I want to just do is talk about the fully model seasons, which is 1 through 11, and talk about the movies. We'll do the movies after we finish the fully model season 11. So yeah. So season 8, the first of the hit series, but at least it follows the same formula as the classic series because at least it's still got it just changed scenery and every model thing is different. Because the first camera assistant person to do the first camera assistant thing was Nigel Permain, who is the son of Terry Permain. I didn't know Terry Permain had a son called Nigel Permain. Like he helped with the series from the start. Nigel Permain. And Jack Seeming says David Mitton died from a heart attack. Well, yeah, something was wrong with his heart. But and George Carlin, well, he had a heart failure. And Reverend W. Audrey, he had a pneumonia. But yeah, season 8, we go in. First 13 go from Toss the Tuba to Spick and Span. Yeah, and some people say Henry and the Wishing Tree is some people's least favorite Henry episode. Where they made Henry's character way worse.
Yeah, and I think just my issue with his, he doesn't know how to pull coaches, even though he was clearly pulling them season prior to that.
Well, he's been pulling coaches in the classics, all the classic series. He was pulling some coaches. He did pull 2 of Gordon Express coaches in the other half, whistles and sneezes. Because he was really upset when the boys wrecked the windows of the coaches. And he did it in Foul on the Line. He did it in. He was literally shown at the end of Edward's exploit when Edward came in. He was trying his hardest to get back to the station. And what else? As I know at the beginning of Henry's Forest, he was pulling express coaches still, but at least they gave him red ones to pull while Gordon pulls the green ones. They literally say not just Gordon has to pull the express. It's literally called the express. But I can understand little tank engines like Thomas and Percy can't pull that heavy train. But Thomas can literally did it well in season 1 because the model was so light he could literally do it no problem. But yeah, Henry and the Wishing Tree was definitely a start for this. But even though, and when Henry tried to collect the dining car, he bumped it too hard. But that error in the one question of Henry and the Wishing Tree on Steamy Stumpers on Steamy's versus Diesel's Gum? Why did the narrator say what splattered all over Henry when he tried to collect the dining car, but what got bumped when Henry tried to collect the dining car?
Yeah.
The narrator should have said what got bumped when Henry tried to collect the dining car. They should have said that saying what splattered all over Henry when he tried to collect the dining car and Henry and the wishing tree. And like this one weird question of Thomas to the rescue is like when the narrator asks, when Bill and Ben need to go for repairs, where does Sir Tom send Thomas to? And he says the quarry. Because like they never showed that part when Bill and Ben go for repairs. Well, there was a deleted scene you could see in the music video Try to Do Things Better in Calling All Engines, where there was that deleted scene that was originally going to be in the episode, but they cut it out. Yeah. And like Percy's big mistake, I know, at least, okay, like I said, I think in some of these season 7 episodes, Percy does act smart. He doesn't like mess up some words or say anything stupid, but this is the start where he really starts to be stupid and he messes up some words. Well, the first point in time he did it, I think was probably Spick and Span. Like when Sir Tom explains the railway inspector arrives today, and Percy messes up so terribly, he just says, "What's a railway inspectacles?" instead of saying, "What's a railway inspector?" Instead of just asking, "What's a railway inspector?"
Yeah, at least with Jet Engine, he got it right.
What episode?
Thomas and the Jet Engine.
Okay, like he literally asks, "What's a jet engine?"
Yes.
Okay, but because like that was 5 episodes after Gordon takes a tumble in season 6, Thomas and the jet engine. But this one, Spick and Span, he literally starts to mess up some words, like. Well, okay, there's rarely. Okay, we'll get to the next couple seasons after this, but I know when this is the first time really Percy acts all stupid, he doesn't understand some words. Like in one version of Unlucky Tug's video, he made Percy say, "What's a railway testicles?" when he just sort of finest of James.
Mm-hmm.
Like he literally said, "What's a railway testicles?" But another one he says, "What's a railway inspectacles?"
Huh. Kind of forgot about that when I saw his video.
Yeah. Also another episode I want to talk about, like, in this half of season 8 where it goes to Spick and Span, the first. I know Thomas, Emily, and the Snowplow. This is the first time in the hit series where Emily's acting all rude. She's all bossy and rude. Oh my god. This is why I didn't like Emily in season 8. If you thought that one was worse, we'll see another episode where she really is bossy a lot. Then she realizes she needs to learn to be pleased, ask nicely. Even though Emily's been kind in season 7.
Yeah, I think the only episode of season 8 I like Fern is as good as Gordon.
You like as good as Gordon?
No, not for Emily's character, but I just can't someone enjoy that episode.
Okay. But at least Emily's new route, she tries to stay personal to her original character trait, Well, okay, she did make some mad faces in some scenes, like, like when she arrives with the flower late, and then she's just annoyed she has to go back for the rest of the trucks, and then when she gets cross with the trucks. But literally, other than that, she doesn't act all rude like that, And Bowling Campaign 2003 says, "Yeah, I really hate Thomas Emily and the Snowplow. It's awful." Yeah, because seriously, why did Thomas not get his snowplow and he didn't? But yeah, and the other half goes from Edward the Great to Percy and the Magic Carpet. So yes, we're going in this kind of order. We're disc 2, yes, Edward the Great to Percy and the Magic Carpet. Yeah, I think this one I can tell from some narrations from Brandon or Angelus in season 8. But some people say I would definitely prefer Michael Brandon's narration of season 8, because at least some people say his narration is smooth, but his narration tends to get bad in seasons after that. But at least he doesn't make Percy scream on like stupid Angelus. Like silly Angelus does that. Yeah. What other episodes can I say? Oh, yeah. Thomas Gets It Right. I know some people don't really like that much. I mean, I found it okay. But yeah, As Good as Gordon, I didn't really like that much, along with Emily's Adventure. Because, well, these ones at least, As Good as Gordon, Emily got her comeuppance, but for some reason, Emily's Adventure, she didn't.
Yeah.
I would have loved if Sir Tom Matt went up on board Thomas and saying, "What are you doing, Emily? You need to stop being rude to your friends on Sodor." But no, she gets away with her bossy attitude, and she does never get told off. But then eventually, she took a deep breath, and she eventually tries to do it. Can you say, please? Can you help me get the Terraform McCalls? And then it makes Elizabeth please. She'll be happy to help. But also, I can imagine for the episode Halloween, which goes after Emily's Adventure. What if I imagine that? Well, of course, season 6 onward, they would crock it into widescreen. Like I know in the UK version they changed the few scenes at the end, but for some reason Michael Brandon does the narration. They just changed the scenes a little bit in the UK and US versions. Like whenever when the narrator says whenever Thomas and Emily go back to the smelter's yard, they're be scared of. This scene where they're passing through at this angle is used from towards the end of the song Day and Night from season 9. But then after the narrator says, after all, there is no such thing as ghosts. It was all silly make-believe, but then a random ghost just appears out of nowhere. I think that was taken from the UK version, but it was put on a Hit Favorites release in the US, but they used the scene from the UK version. But
I think I rented that release that had the Halloween episode on it.
Yeah, I think it's either the Thrills and Chills volume pack or the single release Halloween Spooktacular.
I think it was Halloween Spooktacular.
Yeah, that one's got a Thomas and Bob the Builder Halloween episodes. I think a Kipper one. No, I don't think Kipper was they don't have Kipper on the Halloween one.
I know a Barney episode was on there.
Yeah. But yeah, I think another one, like some people say they don't like You Can Do It, Toby, because that was Toby starts to act all worried. But like I said, season 8, they just try their take on new scenery with the models and the backgrounds and stuff and all that stuff. At least it follows the classic series in its own perspective. But like, of course, like there's another like Too Hot for Thomas. Like when the cocoa powder like explodes out of the truck, they play it in slow motion. Yeah, I love Too Hot for Thomas. It's one of the coolest episodes in my opinion.
First, I didn't really care for that episode too much, but as time went on, I came to like it more.
Yeah, it's cool. Like like Thomas, like when Thomas says the line, "Everyone gets to take the children except me," moaned Thomas. And then he tried his hardest to pull out, but he couldn't puff out because the shunters didn't release the brakes on the freight cars. And like and then when he finally gave a mighty heave, it broke the coupling and cocoa powder exploded everywhere. But like seriously, people at Shepperton Studios, why did you put the cocoa powder or chocolate powder in just like that instead of putting it in boxes?
Maybe because they wanted to have a cool slow motion explosion.
I mean, or if they could just put it in a box, but still made the crash occur, but to make the boxes burst open. If they put the chocolate powder in boxes, kind of like they did with the strawberries.
I guess so.
Yeah, but yeah, now we move on to the last 3 Foley Mall seasons. I say last 3 because season 12 I consider CGI, but still got model there. But I don't count it as the model series because I can see CGI on the engines. But let's just go to season 9. Where we need to talk about this kind of order because I don't know why. Well, it would still go from first in the oil painting to Thomas Tries His Best. But I wouldn't mind Thomas's Milkshake Muddle going before Molly's Special because at least the narrator doesn't mention that's Molly and she doesn't speak. Like when Thomas has to try again while taking another load of milk back to the ice cream factory, but remember to go slowly.
Yeah,
Like, you know, when
but
Thomas
then gets it into butter.
Like, I know, like, the first load, he had the teal and red freight cars, but I would have liked it just the one when he was shaking the milk cans too much. It was red. But in the one where he tried did the full load with green trucks, he did it slowly. But for some reason, Hit Entertainment wanted to add more color detail.
Yeah, and especially when, you know, Thomas's new trucks with Thomas having green trucks or James having blue.
Yeah, except there's a different blue, but we'll get to that in a second. Yeah. And of course, like, we also need to talk about this, because I don't know why Renee's dinosaur is placed before Toby feels left out. I think these episodes need to go in the backwards order. After Toss the Toy Workshop, aka Toss the Toy Shop in the UK, Toby Feels Left Out would play after. Because, at least this one, Percy asks what's a museum, because like when Percy asks, what's a museum? Asked Percy. It's a place where they put old things so people can stand and look at them, huffed Gordon. Yeah, I don't think there was ever a time Percy acted stupid where he doesn't misunderstand a word. Okay, yes, he acts grumpy in Percy in the oil painting, but at least he doesn't misunderstand a word. And like, yeah, and Toby feels left out that he only spoke for one line, and that was it. But at least he was shown in another scene, like when he was getting his repaint, and Toby did his job shunting cars of stone in the quarry for him. Oh yeah, Toss the New Engine we need to talk about. Oh my god. Man, can I tell you Toss was being so stupid in that episode?
Yeah, but that crash was pretty cool.
But I would have liked better if when Neville said hello to Thomas, why couldn't Thomas just said, "Oh, hello, Neville. I'm sorry I can't talk right now, but I'm trying to I need to watch it for engines to not go across that bridge." Instead of being rude saying, "I'm not talking to you." And like also like they would start to spread rumors thinking that Neville was friends with Ari and Bert, but he really wasn't.
Yeah, but I know it wasn't Thomas who started that, but who did?
I think even like Thomas, I think Thomas was the one who did. Well, I think James might have been the one who started that rumor because like Thomas misunderstands James saying, "I saw him at the yards with Ari and Bert. They were laughing together," even though he could have just said they were laughing at him. But then, of course, James would still be shocked saying a steam being laughed at by diesels. But like Edward would still come in saying, "Have you heard about the new engine being told off by the diesels?" But even though they didn't even have to keep spreading it to another engine after another, Thomas could have just said, "I saw him at the yard." He still said, "I saw him at the yards with him." They were laughing at him, not saying they were laughing together. Because seriously, Hit Entertainment, whoever wrote Thomas the New Engine, well, Thomas the Birthday Picnic was the first model series episode that Sharon Miller wrote. But at least Thomas doesn't come up with a different idea. He just tries to think of another idea, but then he just gives up.
Yeah.
And then, like, Tuneful Toots, Sharon Miller also wrote that episode. But yeah, and of course, this is where we talk about Renee's and the dinosaur. But even though I don't understand why did the people were finding the bones for the skeleton dinosaur, why can't they just take it apart and then assemble it at the museum? That's how James A. Williams said in his season 9 video of Thomas saying, why couldn't they just put the dinosaur skeleton bones in pieces in freight cars to make it easy, and then they assemble the dinosaur once it's ready to be put on display in the museum. I do not honestly know. But yeah, Thomas tries his best. I do like that episode. So yeah, now we move on to disc 2, which goes from the magic lamp to flower power. Not Follow That Flower. That's going to be the next season. We go to flower power as the last 9. So the magic lamp, I do like that episode. Another one that Sharon Miller wrote, but it doesn't actually suck because, Peter Sam did not come up with... Even though Peter Sam is grumpy, but at least he doesn't come up with a stupid idea. He doesn't do a different silly idea. At least he kind of stays in character, kind of.
Yeah.
And you know, like he tries to get things away, but then all of a sudden he knows this is a flashing light. It was Harold's helicopter, and Harold decided to help him. But yeah, Thomas the Statue, I gotta tell you, I disliked back then, but for some reason now I do like the episode. I can understand why people do not like Thomas the Statue. Like, I can understand why some people don't really like Thomas the Statue. Emily Knows Best, I know some people hate that episode too. And Jaxie Ming says, I will join again right now. Okay. You can try to if you want, Jaxie.
Okay, my battery's about to die.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Alright. Yeah, gum left, guys, so I'm just going to explain more about these Fanmade Thomas box sets. I'll just explain them all. Season 1 would go, well, actually, hold on, let me add this person.
Hey.
Back.
I'm just going to show you a DVD opening.
I'm not sure if that's a good idea because I don't want to get a copyright thing.
How about I keep the volume down?
Okay. Okay.
Right. Copyrighted. Mute it. Oh, I haven't muted. Oh. Settings, camera, back camera.
Sorry about that, guys. I just had to take care of something. Jack just left. I don't know what on earth happened. But yeah, as I was saying, guys, I was doing most of the Thomas seasons. Let me explain them again. First, for season 1, we go from Thomas Gets Tricked, aka Thomas and Gordon in the UK, to Thomas Terrence in the Snow, aka Terrence the Tractor in the US. Even though they could have just left it the same. And Jaxie Mink says, I will try again. Okay. Well, I'm not sure, Jaxie, but I know... Well, you said you turned it down, but sorry, I had to take care of something. But anyways, what was I trying to... Oh, yeah. And, of course, the second disc would go from Thomas and Birdie's Great Race, aka Just Thomas and Birdie in the UK, to Thomas's Christmas Party. Season 2, we go from Thomas, Bruce, and Nicole, aka Double Trouble in the US, to Diesel's Devious Deed, aka basically Dirty Work, Season 2 UK version, aka Diesel's Devious Deed.
I'll keep the volume muted.
Sorry, Jack. I said to take care of something. Sorry.
I'll keep it muted on the TV.
Okay. And Yakking with Friends says hi. Hello, Yakking with Friends.
So we go to back camera and we do this. Now, oh wait.
Yeah, I was just trying to explain something else, Jack, because I know Gum just left, because I was trying to explain the rest of how the season sets would go this time. And, well, let me just explain the rest. Thomas vs. Nicole to Diesel's DVD on Complete Season 2. Disc 1. Disc 2 would go from a close-shave product, aka just simply a close shave in the UK, to Thomas Missing Christmas Tree. Season 3 would go from a scarf Percy to Trust Thomas. Season 3 Disc 2 would go from Mavis to Thomas and Percy's Mountain Adventure, aka Christmas Adventure in the UK. And, well, oh yeah, Season 4, Disc 1, it would go from Grand Puff to basically, well, Passed and Polished, and then Disc 2 of Season 4, I'm going to say, goes from Gallant Old Engine to Mind That Bike. Season 5, it goes from Cranky Bugs to Set Needs Lost. But for Disc 2 of Season 5, I'm going to explain this. We basically go from Oliver's Spine to the finale Snow. And then Season 6, we would go from Salty Secret on Disc 1, Salty Secret to Percy and the Haunted Mine. Disc 2, middle end, Salty Whistles. Season 7, Disc 1, the first 13 go from Emily's New Coaches to Salty Stormy Tale. Disc 2, Snow Engine, aka Oliver Snow Engine in the US, to Hooray for Thomas, aka Thomas in the UK. And what goes after that? Oh yeah, Season 8, we go to Season 8, Toss the Tuba to Spick and Span. And Disc 2, Edward the Great to, well, Percy and the Magic Carpet. Season 9, we'll basically go from Season 9. Yeah, Season 9, Disc 1, we still go Percy and the Oil Painting to Toss Rise's Best, but we should make it go still. But these episodes are disorder. But Disc 2 will still go the Magic Lamp to Fall That. No, Flower Power. What on earth is my problem? So yeah, Flower Power is the finale of Season 9. So Magic Lamp to Flower Power, as I'm going to say, not Fall That Flower. But we're going to get Season 9. Now we move on to Jack in the Pack Silver Construction series. First 6 go from, because there's 13 episodes, but one was a missing episode. Oh, shoot. Jake Martin says, hey, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm doing a Q&A video for Jesus, the TTE fan UK6. Oh, doesn't that suck? Well, I mean, I hope you get it done, maybe? I hope maybe you could get it done in time, Jake Martin, because I mean, I really don't want to be by myself, Jake Martin. I really just want to be doing this with some other people, as long as it's not doing inappropriate stuff, I understand, Jake Martin. Ugh. I hope you join the Part 2 version, where I will show more Fanmade Thomas, Fanmade box set of the complete seasons. There.
Hey.
Yeah?
When are you going to do Part 2?
Next week.
What day?
Well, today's the 20th, and today's the 20th, yes. And next week is the 27th. Yeah, if you cannot join, Jake Martin, I understand, but I really need someone to keep me occupied in this stream. But I mean, I guess I could just tell off-topic questions as long as it's Thomas, as other kid shows related stuff, you know. And Thomas Friends Dragon Tales Fan 2007 says it's the 21st. No, today's the 20th. Thomas Friends Dragon Tales Fan 2007. Today's the 20th. No, wait, today's the... Oh wait, no, today's the 21st. Shoot. Hold on. Crap, today is the 21st. I messed that up. And Jake says, well, I haven't done the Q&A video for Jesus the TTE Fan K6, but I might join it. Okay, you can try, Jake. It's mainly just explaining Fanmade Thomas box sets, complete seasons. Doing the Jack in the Pack Store Construction spin-off series next, where this one will be hard to make a 2-disc set because it only has 13 episodes. So just put the whole series onto 1 disc. But out of the order, it literally goes: A Visit from Thomas, Jack owns up, On Site with Thomas, Percy's Scary Tale, Kelly's Windy Day, A Happy Day for Percy, A Tale for Thomas, Tale for Thomas, Percy helps out, The Taurus and the...
Did you remember the 2014 reprint of James Learns a Lesson?
I don't have that reprint because I don't want to get it. But yeah, say the 13 episodes again. After the Happy Day for Percy one, it goes: A Tale for Thomas, Thomas and the Moles, Percy helps out, The Taurus and the Hare, Thomas's Trusty Friends, Alpheus Kittens, Mud Glorious Mud. So that one will have to go on all 1 disc. It's just all episodes on 1 disc. Unlike the UK one, they only put 11 on a full release, and they put the 2 missing ones on a Sunday or UK release.
I have the 2014 reprint of Calling All Engines.
That one is awful, Jack. See, they removed the bonus features completely.
Do you know why?
Don't know. I don't know why it was Universal's decision to release it. I didn't make the release, so I don't own Universal.
Do you like the Lionsgate version?
I still am not a big fan of Lionsgate reprints because they look terrible. I like the original version much better. Actually, I'll be right back. All right, here I am. I had to go grab something to drink.
Disney Junior is way better than Disney XD.
What's up?
Hey, Jake Martin.
Hey.
Going good?
Yep.
Yep, that's good. I was just going to tell you I'm doing Fanmade Thomas and Friends box sets of complete season. I just finished the Jack in the Pack Solar Construction Company series. Now we're moving on to season 10. I think what I'm going to do is just do all the fully model ones, Thomas, for this part 1.
Okay.
So yes. So I think now we're on to season 10, which some people say is the worst of probably the worst hit
What's your favorite
season.
show that aired on Disney Junior?
I don't really care for Disney Junior that much, Jack.
Me neither.
What's your favorite show that aired on Nick Jr.?
I don't think we should talk about that. I don't care for Disney Junior that much. But yeah, now we move on to season 10, which is probably one of the worst. Some people say is one of the worst seasons.
Disney Junior is way better than Disney XD.
Well, yeah. Now let's move on to season 10 of the hit series, which is probably some people say is
One
the
more
worst.
question.
First off, we got
Nick Jr. is way better than Nicktoons.
Nick. That is true, yes. But I mean, but even though I like some Nicktoons, like SpongeBob and Jimmy
So
Neutron
do
Boy
I.
Genius. I like SpongeBob, don't get me wrong. It's just I just don't like the later seasons because they're bad. Well, okay, some season 4 and 5 were somewhat good. I do like the Lost Mattress episode of SpongeBob. That wasn't actually a bad episode.
Well, speaking of the Lost Mattress, I have it on Where's Gary and the
I like
complete
Mock.
4th season.
Yeah. And also, yes, I can tell you guys, we can do off-topic questions and other Thomas stuff related, too. This is Fanmade Thomas and Friends season box sets discussion. So yes, now let's start from season 10. This one has 28 episodes instead of having 26. This one we're going to go from the first 14 of season 10.
This
But
is the 2013
go
DVD of
follow
Finding
that
Nemo.
flower to, now I'm saying it right. Follow that flower to Sticky Taffy Thomas or AK Sticky Toffee Thomas UK. But this one we have to put Edward Strikes Out after Toby's New Shed and before Sticky Taffy Thomas, because that way the kids don't get confused.
Indeed.
It's like
This is the 2013 DVD of Finding Nemo.
Yeah, Jake Barnes got the 2003 DVD of Finding Nemo.
And I also have it on VHS.
I don't
Yeah.
have the VHS.
Yeah. And also, yeah, and this too, it'll still go to Which Way Now to Thomas and Scarloi's Big Day Out, but put Big Strong Henry after Toss the Shooting Star, but leave Topped Off Thomas in its usual spot.
Hold on.
So like, if I was doing my own Thomas remakes, I would do Edward Strikes Out after Toby's New Shed. But like I said, leave Sticky Taffy Thomas and Topped Off Thomas in their usual spots, but just flip-flop those after I already told you. But yeah, people. I also want to explain. Yes, some people hate Topped Off Thomas and Thomas's Frosty Friend. I can understand why people hate Thomas's Frosty Friend, or for some reason on the DVD of Carnival Capers, it's mispronounced wrong. Like on Carnival Capers DVD, they for some reason put another S after the apostrophe and said, even though the narrator reason allowed Thomas's Frosty Friend.
Yeah.
But another funny thing when James A. Williams is season 10, like his season 10 videos, like when he says the error Thomas's Frosty Friend, there's one guy because poor literacy is sometimes good. I think that's what it goes. I think at least he later says because poor literacy is sometimes good. And I think another one I have to explain is like, yeah, Edward Strikes Out, and I can understand why some people hate that episode with a passion.
I like bedtime stories.
Are you talking about the Disney film, Jack?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, well, I know. Have you seen the bedtime stories from Disney, Jake Martin, or no?
No.
Okay, it's worth watching. It's got Adam Sandler in it because I know it's the only Disney film I know he's in.
Do you like The Water Boy?
I do like Waterboy, yes.
I do have it on VHS.
The Water
And
Boy
you'll
came out
have the
in
DVD in no time.
1998.
Martin. I just picked out the, like I said, yes, you like to have one format of a movie on DVD at a time.
Yeah.
Well, I for some reason bought Kicking and Screaming and Water widescreen DVD. Well, as long as you have the movie, that's a good thing. So yeah, even though I bought them on DVD and widescreen, at least you'll have them on DVD in no time. But yeah, let's get back to the rest of the season sets, fan-made ones. Where this one we put 14 episodes on one disc and 14 on another because season 10 has 28
Do
episodes.
you like Talladega Nights?
I kind of do, yeah.
That movie came out in 2006.
The same year as Cars did.
Yeah. Do you like Rocky movies?
Rocky, I've not seen those movies, but yeah. And
Me
let's get
neither.
back-
6 of them.
And some of season 10 I can explain, like,
There are 6 Rocky movies.
yeah, and also, like, yes, like, yes, it's good to be Gordon. I like that episode, but seriously, I don't know why I understand this. Like, you know how Gordon begins to immediately reverse, even though he's not supposed to go backwards because that's against the rules. And they for some reason bring back Henry needing special coal again, even though he's not supposed to do it anymore. What on earth entertainment?
Billy Madison came out in 1995.
Yep, that was 3 years before I was born.
And Happy Gilmore came out in 1996.
That was 2 years before I was born. And also, like, I don't know. Yeah, seriously, what on earth entertainment? Also, like, and if they still left the episodes in the wrong, or these two episodes
Did
put
you
in the wrong
remember
spot, I'm still
Scarface?
saying, what on earth entertainment? I thought Rocky was already around. If they left Big Strong Henry and Edward Strikes Out in the wrong places, and I would say, whoa, I thought he was already around.
Did you remember Scarface?
I've not seen that movie.
Me neither.
I think I'm not a big fan of seeing movies with people with scars on their faces. I'm not a big fan of that.
I like that movie.
But yeah, and of course, now we move on to the last fully model season of Thomas, because season 12 does not count as the model series because it's got CGI on the trains, but it's still got model effects. Season 11 is the last fully model season of Thomas, where this one I like the tint in season 11. Where this one we really need to, well, we'll explain it. So, episode 13, we still go from Thomas the Storyteller to Don't Be Silly Billy. I hate that episode. Which I know you used that picture of Thomas all blushed red, Jake Martin, like with a picture of Emmy comforting him.
From all that glitters, of course I did.
Yeah.
Yes, see?
But I know it was just an ordinary Tom. It was like the one that's on television, not the one that has that interesting tint on Thomas when they made the tint in 11 bit better. Yes, let me see if I'm trying to join. No, I don't think I'm going to have that real train guy. I don't know. I'm not so sure. So I'll just leave you guys like this. So yeah,
Or you're not letting to join.
I don't know. I'm not sure if his thing will prone to give me a copyright claim, and I'm not so sure.
No echoes.
I'm just scared it's probably going to give me an echo. Yeah. But anyway, as I was trying to say, yes, I know that Thomas you used from Don't Be Silly Billy is not the one where... I don't think it's the one where they changed the tint in season 11. It was like when it was aired on TV originally.
I hate Thomas in the UK because of their voices.
Like, and also, like I was saying, yes, Jake Martin, like, he used that Thomas from Don't Be Silly Billy where he's blushing red, but it was not the one where he had... It was the tint was yellow and the different tint was used.
Of course not.
I didn't mind that one. At least you did a good job. That's all that matters. Like saying you did a good job. That's all that matters.
Yep.
But I know you had to flip Emmy's hose the other way because Thomas' eyes were facing this way. He was facing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's I know you flipped. Yeah. But yeah. Don't Be Silly Billy. I still hate that episode.
Just this.
But one thing I do like about Billy's design, his funny hillbilly voice with Michael Brandon and his orange color. But his personality, oh boy, that is Trevor Davis's all-time least favorite hit era episode of Thomas. For many reasons. But wait, now we're going for the second disc of season 10, which literally goes Edward in the mail, but the 6 narrow gauge episodes of season 11, they have to go in this order like Taylor Kennedy's version, where it goes Scarloey storms through, cool truckings, watch beyond your buffers, Duncan does it all, Sir Handle in charge, ding-a-ling. Like after Percy in the baggage, aka Percy in the left luggage in the UK, but make it go Edward in the mail to ding-a-ling still. So this is the reasons why we have to flip-flop Hide and Peep and Thomas Big Bang.
Set a timer for 5 minutes.
Because in Thomas Big Bang, I don't know why, they've already mentioned this game Tom and Percy like to play, but for some reason in Hide and Peep they say what game should they play. This is why they should have aired Hide and Peep earlier in season 10. But yeah, like I said, off-topic questions are allowed as long as it's kids show related and Thomas related. That's it. But anyway, oh yeah, back to what I was saying. Yes, about season 11. Yes, the second disc goes from Edward in the Mail to Pink still, but we put Thomas the Big Bang after Edward in the Mail, and Hide and Peep goes after Thomas in the Lighthouse.
Yep.
So I know Hide and Peep is on the DVD mentioned, friends.
Yes.
But Thomas the Big Bang is not. Even though it would have been cool if it was. But I guess Hit Entertainment didn't like it. Some children didn't like that episode, so Hit Entertainment didn't even release it on DVD. That's why. Even though there were 8 episodes on the Thomas Fun on the Rails Play Pack that was exclusively on Amazon. No, on Netflix. Not Amazon. On Netflix. That I remember watching many years ago. 10 years ago. It contains... Well, I'll just say them in order. They contain the episodes Toss the Storyteller, Dream On, Gordon and the Mechanic, Toss the Spaceship. Yeah, let me count them in my head. Toss the Storyteller, Dream On, Gordon and the Mechanic, Thomas and the Spaceship. Toss the Spaceship? Yeah, Toss the Spaceship. Because I know there's 8. Gosh, I can't remember what the other 4 were, because I know it contained Toby's Triumph as well, and Edward in the Mail, so I can't remember what the other 2 were. Oh yeah, I think Toss Sticky Cheese was another one. There we go. I almost forgot it. Because he says these 4 in one of Sean's videos, he says these 4 episodes were never released on any home video. Edward in the Mail is one exception. But now we talk about the fully modeled Thomas movies. Well, we know what they are. Thomas Magic Railroad, The Calling All Engines, and The Great Discovery, which I know Thomas Magic Railroad went through a trouble at the box office, and it failed dramatically. Which I know, understand people don't like that movie, but I like it.
So do I.
Well, it's got some cool things, like, Shinetime Station finally appears in a Thomas feature movie.
Yeah.
I guess the only way to see Shinetime Station, because, because the only way to see Shinetime Station was through Thomas Magic Railroad, because the videos of Shinetime Station can be found individually. And, of course, yes, they did change Diesel and Tennant and Thomas's voice actors, because for some reason...
How old are you?
What's up, Jack?
How old are you?
24?
I'm 19, Jack.
I'm going to be 25 this year. I'm really pumped for my birthday stream now. Yeah, I'm really now pumped for my birthday stream now. Saying Thomas Magic Railroad, some people say it was a failure, but I kind of say it's okay movie. Like I said, they had to change Diesel 10's voice actor because Keith Scott. Yeah, I just did a comparison video on 3 different versions of Thomas Magic Railroad, Jake Martin.
Of course.
Because now I have the VHS to use if I want to watch it on VHS. The DVD from 2000 I'm just going to use as a collector's item because it just looks cool with that shiny disc. But the way I'll watch it on disc format is with...
Remember WALL-E, that Pixar movie?
Yeah?
What happened at the end of the logo?
I do not know, to be honest.
Remember WALL-E was in the Pixar logo at the end?
I think it... Yeah.
Not at the beginning.
Well, I'm pretty sure, yeah. But yeah. And of course, the Thomas and the Magic Railroad. What else can I say? Yeah. And of course, there were some clips where they trusted out Michelangelo as James and Percy, but I don't know why the stupid audiences thought they made them sound too old. But I mean, I didn't mind Linda Ballantyne's female voice of Percy, honestly. But I can understand Susan Roman is probably I don't think she did terrible as James, because I mean they had to make them sound kind of youthful. But not that youthful, in my opinion. I think it... But yeah, I can understand why people didn't like James's Susan Roman voice in Magic Railroad.
They should have kept Michelangelo's voice, James. just to make sense that James is supposed to sound like a man, not a
Why
woman.
does Thomas and Friends have two separate dubs?
Yeah, like I said, I don't mind Linda Ballantyne's female Percy voice, but I mean, Percy is spelled
Monsters
down.
Inc. has the Pixar logo.
And what else can I say? Yeah, and also like I know
Monsters Inc. has the Pixar logo.
But I think it's the first time that in that movie the Pixar logo is shown silent. But the other ones they would show the Pixar logo with bouncing sounds. But Monsters Inc. is the first time. No, Monsters Inc. and The Incredibles were the first Pixar where the Pixar logo is shown silent. Well, it just shows the Pixar logo bouncing.
Even Ratatouille.
Not at the end.
At the beginning.
Well, yeah, Monsters Inc. and The Incredibles were the first Pixar films where the Pixar logo does not make any noises and it's silent.
Of course.
Well, in Monsters Inc. it shows the lamp already is already on the letter I in Monsters Inc. Because I know you don't have that reissue DVD of Monsters Inc. Jake Barn where it shows the new Walt Disney Pictures logo, but shows the Pixar logo already still on the I.
I still have the original 2002 DVD.
At the beginning of Monsters Inc.
Well, on the 2013 DVD version, it shows the new Walt Disney Pictures logo from 2007 or some sort of year. But then it shows the same way as the Pixar logo is already shown on the letter I, and then it just looks directly at the viewer, and then
what happens at the end of Monsters Inc. at the Pixar logo?
Well, if you watch the version of the credits with the outtakes, it just like they show the Pixar logo's lamp, the light with a black screen, and then just shuts off, and then it goes back to the menu.
Some DVDs have the Deluxe Digital Studios logo.
Yeah, but yeah, and also, about the rest of Tom's Magic Railroad, Jake Martin, like like when they did the extended version of the song "I Know How the Must Feel" and the Shine Time version. Both versions by Neil. Well, I'm trying to say it's not Neil Crone, because Neil Crone, who is Diesel 10's voice actor, performed the songs Old MacDonald and I've Been Working on the Railroad. And they do different parodies of those.
Yeah, besides Neil Crone voicing Diesel 10, he also voiced Splatter and Gordon.
And Kevin Frank does Dodge, as well as Henry, Birdie, and Harold the Helicopter. I don't know why. I don't know if people don't really like Kevin Frank as voicing Birdie. They prefer Rupert Dagus's CGI Birdie voice actor much better. But I actually liked Kevin Frank performing Birdie in Magic Road as well.
Yeah, like Kevin Frank was the best to ever voice Harold, Birdie, and Henry, and Dodge.
Like one scene where he says, "How about a race, Thomas? Rum, rum, rum." And then he says, "Sorry, Birdie, I can't today. I have to be a really useful engine and solve some mysteries instead. I guess that means I win. Perhaps another day. Rum, rum, rum." Like,
yeah.
Birdie spoke a few times in Magic World. That was interesting. And if you thought like Magic Railroad, there's a figurine of a model of a person driving Birdie, think again.
That's Birdie. That was Birdie's driver.
But all we've seen were real people in the movie.
And as for Lady Hat, well, only in the picture frame.
Yes, when Mr. Conductor puts the picture frame of Lady Hat back on Sir Tom Matt's desk, and he says, "And how is Lady Hat?" Yeah.
Yes, of course.
And also like another scene I would like to know, another scene I would like to point out, have you seen like the video of the deleted scenes? Like you can see like actually Doug Lennox playing P.T. Boomer, Jake Martin, but I think unfortunately you can't get the Blu-ray of Magic Road to see all those deleted scenes.
I don't think so, since I don't collect Blu-rays.
I mean, I unfortunately cannot show you in this stream because that's due to give me copyright, but I could. But like there's this one deleted scene I watched from Unlucky Tug's version of Magic Road where he discussed how the movie was a disaster. but it wasn't really a train wreck. You know, there's one scene where P.T. Boomer was actually next to Billy Two Feathers, and he was carrying a container of explosives. But yeah, I think there's like one leak where they did actually. There's actually like this one scene where you can see Patch and Billy Two Feathers on the field. One deleted scene where they show what's all that pasture, and I'll have to look all those deleted scenes that were cut from the final film of Magic Road all in one video to see, like, because I think like that one scene they used from later on when Thomas was racing was when he fell down Muffle Mountain. There were just trees and stuff in that area. But yeah, now let's move on to the next movie. The first full-length special that they ever released. I know some people don't really like that movie as much as I think it's even worse than people say Calling Legends is worse than Magic Railroad.
Even though it's not worse, Magic Railroad.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand some people, they hate the learning segments, how they get in the way of the special Calling Legends, but it's the only time they do it.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, people, stop complaining. It's the only Thomas special to ever do that.
Yeah, quit your complaining.
Or maybe it was Hit Entertainment's fault. I don't know. But yes, of course, like, I do not like the Dream song anymore. No way. But luckily it was not put on the VHS of Calling Legends, which I don't have it on VHS yet, Calling Legends.
I don't have it on VHS yet, that Calling Legends.
Even though there's many variations of Calling Legends you can get on VHS. You can get a white tape that looks just like all those Barney tapes, it's in white.
Yeah.
Or the two different variations of the black ink label where the logo is placed, where the title's placed in the center, or it's placed on the side of the Thomas Friends logo. I saw those versions on eBay a lot.
No way.
Like, whoa, Hit Entertainment was being clever with the VHS version, but for the DVD they just left it the same way. Because, I mean, my Calling Legends, when I got it with the Bronze Diesel, it did not come with those extra pamphlets that Enrique Jr. Gomez has in his copy, because I watched his DVD review of Calling Legends.
Well, I'm getting Calling Legends on VHS with the Bronze Diesel toy.
Oh, yeah, you can also get it with the DVD as well, but unfortunately you have it on DVD already, Calling Legends.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it from the thrift store.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would say, I don't think you got it off eBay, Calling Legends, which I'm glad. And of course, like, the cool thing is I like to watch these cool deleted, those full versions of Steam versus Diesels are different. And Diesels and Steam use similarities. The full versions that were not shown in the actual movie, but you can do them on the songs and more on the bonus. Where, like, I think like the first one, I think in the extended version they make, Michael Brand does say some differences. Like, but like in the short version in the actual movie, after they say Steam and Diesel engines really are very different, it just goes straight to the next scene in the movie. But I like how in the extended version they added some more scenes. But one deleted scene they actually did cut out from that's not viewed as a bonus feature on the US release of Calling Legends on DVD, Jake Martin, the windmill scene where it got damaged.
Oh, yeah.
But even though you don't have the book of Calling Legends, right?
No.
I have the book. I like how they show the whole island of Solar got damaged by the storm. You can see the windmill damage, how the bridge collapsed, and the airport scene. The whole airport site was a mess. Like, that one you can see the windmill destroyed in the book, but for some reason on the UK release of Calling Legends, they added 3 deleted scenes with the one where they show the aftermath of the windmill getting destroyed. And I was like, I don't know why us Americans couldn't get it. I guess Hit Entertainment didn't have enough room to put it, even though the deleted scenes are really short. Like like the ones where D. Coleman H did his scene from deleted scenes, but he used Splatter and Dodge as area bird because he didn't have an extra he didn't have a Burt model to use for Airy and Burt. So he used Splatter and Dodge as Airy and Burt deleted scenes of calling all engines. Well, even though Splatter and Dodge are the easiest diesel to tell them apart from Airy and Burt. Like where, you know, like Splatter's purple and Dodge is a yellowish gold. But for Airy and Burt, it's very impossible to tell them apart. But thankfully, when the Wooden Railway made their models, they made one of them have facial hair and one of them doesn't. Because you know how like they made when they show Airy and Burt, like Airy has no facial hair, but Burt does.
Of course.
This video has been distributed by its logo maker.
Yeah. I know you're showing it without music to not get copyright. Excuse me. And of course, calling like I said, I would never watch the Dream song. I would never listen to the Dream song because it makes me I'm gonna have bad dreams. This is why I never want to listen to the Dream song more. But luckily, like I said, it's on the DVD. You can just avoid it altogether. Because, well, they didn't put it in the actual movie, the Dream song. Yeah, when my comparison video of Thomas Magic Railroad 3 different versions, Jake Martin comparison on 3 different versions of Magic Railroad, CO100 Abel commented on that video, saying he got the VHS for Christmas in 2000. But yeah, I do like the Calling All Engine roll call variation song that they sung. Instead of just singing the same old boring Steam lyrics, they changed up the lyrics to sing about the special, you know. After they sing Down the Hills and Round the Bends, Thomas and his friends. Instead of singing the Steam Team lyrics, they sing at these choruses. Some of my favorites would have to go like, they would go like, all the engines are on hand.
Yeah, the Calling All Engines version.
Yeah, I'd say like it's a new engine roll call, but it's just they should have said it's the Calling All Engines version of roll call. Like also like when they sing the final chorus lyrics, like when they sing Emily will now go to bed with all the rest at Tidmouth sheds. And how they sing about how no one can remember when Steamy's worked with these.
Yeah.
And they just cut to the final chorus lyrics, of course.
Yep.
Yeah. And of course, the final Tom model production movie. Model movie, the Great Discovery.
Yep, the Great Discovery.
The only time Pierce Brosnan did narrate. Because it'd be... If Michael Brandon narrated that movie, that would have been way too much. Because luckily they made Michael Brandon step down and let Pierce Brosnan try it out. Even though it sucks, he didn't stay for much longer to narrate the seasons after The Great Discovery. Even though I did try some impressions out myself when I did the full CGI ones with the CGI full voice actors of the full CGI engines. I did their full CGI actors, with Pierce Brosnan being the narrator. That wasn't too bad. I did my own personalized impressions. I tried reciting them myself. But I know, like his season 12, his pre-recording narrations can be heard. Like if you watched his video behind the scenes with Pierce Brosnan.
Yes, his behind-the-scenes video.
Like the 2 episodes he did, like recording for season 12, like when he was going to originally narrate them, where Thomas puts the brakes on and Best Friends. One time,
I also found Gordon Takes a Shortcut with Pierce Brosnan's narration as well.
Yeah. But in that version, you can't even hear any chuck sound, but Brandon can. But we're going to talk about season 12 and because for season 12, that's going to be another time because I just want to do all the full model. But actually, now I was going to tell you this, Jake Martin. How this time I'll see if I can do the different, better dialogue of Bully for You, Dragon Tales. This time, make Cassie stand up to Spike the right way. When they go over to Spike, saying, "Spike, that's my basket of sugar plum, and I want it back," but in a stern voice, without acting all worried. And Spike would still say, "It's my basket." But without doing the stupid one with Cassie acting like a stupid crybaby instead of standing up stern saying, "I've had enough." I'll just do the scene where all of them go up to Spike all mad, and including Cassie. Because now that I explained all the Thomas stuff, we can do other. Like I said, off-topic stuff like kid shows related and Thomas-related stuff is also allowed. So yeah, I'll try to do the dialogue from Bully for You a better way, but let Cassie and the rest are all mad at Spike. Spike? You took my basket of sugar plums, and I want it back! It's my basket! But it has my paw on it! Here! I don't like dumb old sugar plums anyway! I did it! Good job, Cassie. Niños, it's almost time to go back to school. You have your partners. But in this, I can try to do this also, when I showed your birthday stream about a month ago, Jake Martin. But make Cassie act all serious to Ketzel saying what's been going on with her and Spike.
Yeah.
Ketzel, I really don't want to be partners with Spike anymore. To be the matter, Nina. Like I said, Nina's like a pronunciation saying for kiddo for girl, because Cassie's a girl.
Indeed.
But of course, I'll say like this: Spike made fun of me for shrinking, and then he took my sugar plums without asking me. I think you must go and talk with Spike right now, Petzl. Look, he's over there by himself. Well, all right. I'm gonna go talk to Spike, since you did the right thing by telling me what was wrong. Spike, get over here right now, Nino. Oh, what do you want now, Petzl? I am so ashamed of you.
And it's over.
What, Jack?
That video.
What video?
That I was watching, but I kept the TV muted.
Oh, sorry. I was doing the different version of Bully for You to show it better to Martin, but as I was saying, yes. First, you made fun of Cassie for shrinking, and then you took sugar plums without asking her, and made me really mad and upset. So now, Nino, your warnings are over. I have no choice but to expel you from my school in the sky. Get out of Dragonland right now, Nino. Don't ever come back unless you change your attitude. And of course, good job, Cassie. Stand, Spike. I'm out of. For that, I will be doing the dragon and the kids a special report back to the school in the sky. But Spike is not going to get any because I kicked him out. Yeah, I told him if he stole, even if he was an adult, he would have been sent to Dragonland jail. And it'd be cool, yes, if they do the party at Cassie's still, yada yada yada, and we could cool to see Finn with Cell Animation Season 1.
When are you gonna end the stream?
Maybe a little bit when it reaches about 9:30 in my area, Jack, aka after when it reaches 8:30.
What's the time in your area?
It's 10 till 9 in my area, aka 10 till 8 in Jake's area. And like yes, Jake Martin, I'll say this. Yes, you can
750
try to
in
do
my
the
area.
different better dialogue.
It's 750 in my area.
My area was 750.
Oh, both of you guys are 1 hour behind me. What? Oh yeah, and of course, yes, we can try to do the different better dialogue of no hitter this time, Jake Martin. But make sure like after Max Ketzels explains to Max, go get us some points, Max. But I'll do the Max. Wait, before I do, well, let's see if we can do this. But and I'll try to do Ketzels. Well, I don't know because I know you don't want to do the Max. Try to impression of Max sobbing, Jake Martin.
Better test it out. Better test it out, just like in season 12 of Thomas.
I have the 2013 DVD of Finding Nemo.
I have the original 2003 print of Finding Nemo.
It's not the 2012 DVD.
I was saying that I have the original 2003 print of Finding Nemo, Jack, not 2012.
I have the 2013 DVD.
Yeah, I was talking to Movie and Game Lover 98 that just like they did season 12 of Thomas.
What about Finding Dory?
They were testing out CGI elements on the humans in the trains.
Do you like Finding Dory?
Yes, I have the movie poster of Finding Dory.
Anyway.
Alright,
okay.
now, okay, here goes nothing.
But and then I have to be a Ketzels. Why are you crying, Max? Why are you crying, Max?
Well, Ketzel, I don't think I can play Dragon Ball no more. Because I'm starting to remember last time I hit Amy hard.
Oh. Well, at least you did a good job. Guys, do you hear that crying? Oh, I do. Too. Yeah, me too. What do you think, Wheezy?
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go see who's all sad. Max, what's the matter, buddy?
Erase it.
I'm scared to come back to the game because I'm starting to remember the last time I punched Emmy in the arm and kicked you in the tail,
But Max, if you don't want to remember that time, you could just watch us play then. You don't even have to even play anymore. You could just watch us play.
I hate Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
You don't have enough players still to play the game still. Yeah, we'll still never win now. Yeah, Zaki's right. We'll never win. We need an additional player, otherwise we cannot win that special prize. And then we won't get to do something cool after the game's over.
Disney Junior is way better than Disney XD.
And then, of course, like, after I did this portion, Wheezy says, yeah, we'll still not be able to win, and we won't get to do a special thing for a prize at the end, when the game's over.
I am going to leave when you end the stream.
Well, okay, Jack. I mean, I'm just going to do the rest outside, because it's getting close to 9 o'clock in my area. Why don't we just we'll finish up this dialogue, then we'll do the rest outside, Jake Martin, because I'm desperate or something. But yeah, let me just finish after, like, he says, oh, Max, I don't know what to say, little buddy. Yeah, I don't know what to say either, Max. At least you didn't hit me.
Of course I did not hit you, Cassie. Not even you, second Wheezy.
Max, I know you didn't do it to us. Well, if you did, I would have screamed more, but Wheezy I would have screamed really hard, and then Wheezy would have just comforted me, you know? And then Max would say, I really, really want to try again, but I think I want to try again.
You know what year was Jake Martin born?
I was born in 2004, Jack.
I was born in 2009.
What'd you say, Jack? 2009?
Yeah, I'm 13.
Wow. Okay, it's 8:55, Jake Martin, so I'm going to take the rest of this outside and we'll finish it up.
Excuse me. Not again.
I'm still waiting.
I know. Just trying to trying to take something outside. I mean, gotta get my dialogue finished. I gotta get my bath.
I don't like spam commenting.
Yeah, that's spam commenting.
I'm never
Botheration.
doing it again. Never.
That Mox, he always asks so many questions about Thomas.
All right, here I am, guys. Okay, let's finish the rest of this dialogue, the better version of No Hitter, Jake Martin. But after
Okay.
I did Weezy's
After
portion
when
where.
this opening is over, I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'll keep
Oh,
the TV
I'll-
muted.
Oh yeah, as I was saying, I did the portion when Wheezy says this line, and Max, and I think you have to say Max, because I think I really want to try again. But this, if I get angry again, I won't get. If I think I'm gonna get annoyed at something, I won't get angry again. I think that's what you're gonna say.
Well, I really want to try again, but without hitting. Even if I get angry.
That's the spirit, Max. Yeah, good thinking, please. Yay! Now we have another player to play. How's Cassie's impression when he says, "We have another player to play now. Let's get this game started so we can play now and win." Yeah, that's right, Cassie. Oh boy. And but this time I'll try Max's. But wait, before I get started, Emmy, I'm sorry I punched your arm before. Here, I'll give you a bandage so I won't do it ever again.
Sorry about that.
You're fine, Jack.
Oh yeah, and of course like saying, "Oh wait, before I don't do that, Emmy, I'm sorry for punching you in the arm earlier. Here, take a bandage, okay?" Oh, Max, thank you. Now my arm doesn't feel so bruised and hurt anymore. And Ord, here's two big bandages since I. Sorry for kicking your tail earlier. Here. Oh, thank you, buddy. You know what? My tail feels all wiggly and giggly now. And also, I'm very pleased. I'm gonna really try again now. Oh, Max, thanks for taking care of your sister's arm and Ord's tail. And for that, me and Cassie and the
Now the
others
opening is over.
should give you something really cool. I'll put. Look what I made for you. A little heart sticker with 2 bandages on it. Did that help you feel better, Max?
Of course, Quetzal.
Yeah, of course. Cassia helped me make it. Because, she's She's carrying someone else's boobs, you know? Like when she...
Before I go, I'm gonna ask you something.
Mhm.
When do you do it outside?
What? I'm just doing the chatting outside because I finished the first part, which is doing the Fanmade Best of Thomas Complete
When do you
Season
do the
Boxsets.
chatting outside?
Well, I do it outside because I don't have any other space in my apartment right now because I don't have any spare room in my house.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, Jack.
Goodbye. See you next time.
Okay. Okay, as I was saying, yes, after Katzel explains to Max, even Cassie wished because she put the bandages on this heart-shaped sticker because she was used to be good at caring for Zach's boo-boo before. That was a while ago. Yeah, that's what Cassie said when she put a bandage over when she stubbed my toe by accident. Oh, Zachy, at least she didn't hurt my foot. Now I think I'm really ready to play some more Dragon Ball. That's the spirit, Max. Yeah, let's get this game on so we can win that trophy. And of course,
must use my words and never hit anyone. Never ever.
Go get us some points, Max. Actually, hold on. Oh, it's Thomas P. Fan 123.
Oh,
Hello.
Hey, Thomas P. Fan 123. Surprised to see you because I'm about to end off this stream in like 28 minutes. Well, at least I know you couldn't join for the beginning, which sucks, but I know you got stuff going on. You had stuff going on.
I know.
Yeah, but me and Jake Barn were just doing the better dialogue of Dragon Tales No Hitter since I finished all the Complete Season box sets from 1 through 11 and discussing the movies. But for starting from Season 12 doing every movie, that's going to be a big project because then we have to do... But at least I'll do the movies after the seasons. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. So for the next one, I will do the seasons, but we'll do the movies afterwards. That's what I'll do. But yeah. And of course, like after I said Petzels, go get us some points, Max. And let us be the winners of this game. And of course, I saw this one comment where Max says, woohoo, we won.
Woohoo! We won! And I did it! Without hitting anyone!
Good job, Max. You did very well, unlike last time when you didn't feel angry anymore. Yeah, I'm very proud of you, buddy.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you.
And for that, big hug for everyone. Oh, well done, Max. I'm proud of you for using words throughout the rest of the game and not getting angry.
Thanks, Katzel. And I'm feeling better.
Well, that's very good of you, Max. And for that, you guys should do a special celebration. Yeah, a special celebration of desserts at my house. There will be pies and cupcakes and cookies, everything you can imagine after we did a great job of winning. And even you can bring your siblings if you want, Cassie. Oh, Ord, that's very nice of you. And maybe this is another instance we could see Finn in Season 1.
If only if Sony had the money to do it, but I guess Sony doesn't have it.
And Zach would say, yeah, very good desserts. We won't be able to eat full 3 meals for the next few days, even if we got stuffed up with all those desserts. Oh, Zachy, everyone knows we have to eat 3 meals a day, otherwise we'll be starving. Oh, right, just kidding, Wheezy. And Max, good job. like I said, good job, brother, for not getting angry anymore. I thought if you did this ever, you kept keeping up with it, I would have to tell our parents when we got home from Dragonland. But since you did a good job, I can't do that right now.
Or you don't have to.
Yeah, like I said, if you would have kept doing this over and over again, I would have to call mom and dad from Dragonland. But since you did a good job, I can't do that right now. But even though they don't have phones in that land.
Of course not.
Yeah. And of course, but Max, also when we go home, since you did a good job of healing my bruised arm when you hit it last time, we should play doctors. Like when we did it like a while ago, like a few days ago, like when we were pretending to be doctors when we had a checkup for our doctors tomorrow, that next day. Anyway. And of course, yeah, I think also I'm going to say this, like, yeah, I'm also going to see if I could get some of these Thomas DVDs in this is also Thomas related, Jake Martin. I'm going to get these Thomas DVDs in slim cases. That way, some of my friends who are Thomas fans can have them. The reasons why I want to get these ones in slim cases, like I said, I want to save some shelf space. So James learns a lesson, trust Thomas, Thomas gets bumped, Thomas Percy and the Dragon are the ones from the George Carlin, well, 3 of them from the George Carlin era and 1 from the Ringo Starr era. I'm going to get in slim cases on DVD. Like, get them on DVD in slim cases just to save me some shelf space. So James learns a lesson would be exception. And the 3 of Trust, from Trust Thomas, Thomas Percy and the Dragon with George Carlin are going to be in slim cases. But the reasons why I'm not going to get Sing Along in Stories, 10 Years of Thomas, and Ultimate Christmas in slim cases is because I have them with slip covers.
Of course not.
Yeah, even though I know you have some of those Thomas DVDs in slim cases. Which, well, even though some of them are when some of them are winter.
I only have 2, which they are Trust Thomas and Ultimate Christmas.
Yeah, even though there's a slipcover edition of Ultimate Christmas you can find on eBay. Even if you like your slim case copy, that's fine.
Well, I already have Ultimate Christmas, but with that holiday caboose.
Yeah, it came in that. Yeah, they came in that 3-pack with Thomas's. Well, in that 3 like Thomas's Winter Christmas Wonderland, like Winter Wonderland, like 3-pack of Wooden Railway originally back in like 2002 or something. Yeah. And like I said, I think I'm also going to get, I'm going to get Percy Saves the Day in a slim case, and also Really Brave Engines. So I think you can have my thick case copy of Really Brave Engines once I get in a slim case. It's like, that way you'll get more, like, model Thomas releases very soon. Ones that are fully modeled, including Engine Friends and the Greatest Stories, and, well, you'll get Greatest Stories soon, but you just have to find... I was thinking, you have Holiday Express, right? Or
no?
Oh, that's right. Holiday Express you don't have yet. That one I also have in a slim case because I got with the Take Along Thomas with the Santa hat. Because that's the reasons why I have that in a slim case is because it has the right technical specifications on the back cover of Holiday Express. It says it came out in 2009 because it came out in November of 2009. But on the slim case, no, the regular case edition from Lionsgate, the original version from Lionsgate, and it's in a thick case. It says 2009/2010, even though it came out in late 2009, Holiday Express.
Of course!
I was like, the slim case one, they fixed that error. That's why I don't like having any errors. That's why I have slim case copy of Holiday Express.
Of course, and
what else am I trying to get in the slim case? Oh yeah, On Site with Thomas is the only one from the Jack in the Pack series I'll have in a slim case. Because, like I said, if they do not have a slipcover, I'll get them in a slim case. The reasons why I also want to save me some shelf space. But yes, still watch the releases in order. I'll still watch them in order. And the reasons why I'm keeping Come Ride the Rails in a thick case is because there's a rare slipcover edition of Come Ride the Rails, which I want to get so bad. Which I unfortunately lost to that listing on eBay with the Great Discovery with the CD. Because it was said to end after Christmas, and unfortunately I lost my chance to get it, but oh well, better luck next time. I will see if there's another one that will pop up. Yeah, like I said, oh well, better luck next time. I will try my hardest. So, yeah. And I was that close to getting the Thomas Track Stars that doesn't have the FBI anti-piracy warning logo stamped on Thomas's face, but that's another one I unfortunately lost to, but oh well, better luck next time.
Well, yes, I know it was printed on Thomas's face, but honestly, I'll still keep it because it's kind of cool to have the 20th Century Fox logo on the disc.
I mean, I guess it was originally printed like that, but I guess if you got Track Stars the first day it came out, but I know you were only 1.5 years old when Track Stars came out, because it was a week before you turned 2 years old. Track Stars came out on VHS and DVD. Yeah, what other things can I say? Oh yeah, I was trying to get this 2 DVD lot of the Wiggles Toot Toot and Wiggle Bay on DVD.
Yeah. I have Toot Toot already. I still need to get Wiggle Bay.
I mean, Wiggle Bay is there on eBay, but like I said, I want both of us to have Wiggle Bay, you know, because I want to have Toot Toot just like you.
Yeah.
And yeah, Bob the Builder. I'm trying to find that DVD that does have Travis Paints the Town on it.
I gotta go, Movie and Game Lover 98.
Oh, you do? Okay.
We gotta take a shower.
Okay, you do? Okay. Well, I guess I'll just go ahead and end this, I guess, and then I'll just let Thomas LP Fan 123 go.
Okay. See ya.
Okay. 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 Thomas LP Fan 123. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and end this stream since Jake Martin already left. So yeah, I'm gonna let you go, Thomas LP Fan 123, since it's after 9 in my area. It's 9:12 in my area. So I'm just gonna go and let you go, Thomas LP Fan 123. Actually, since Jake Martin just left already.
Okay, then.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just let you go, Thomas LP Fan 123. So see you later, and I'm just gonna go back in my house and end off this stream.
Okay, see ya.
Well, anyways, yep. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this stream on me showing fan-made Thomas and Friends Complete Season box sets for DVD or Blu-ray. The first part where we went through the fully model ones. Hopefully, stick around for the next week 1, where we left off with part 2, we'll start off with part 2, where we'll start off with the CGI one of Thomas for next week. Yep, keep an eye out for that stream coming next week, guys. For fan-made Thomas and Friends Complete Season box sets, pardon me. Complete Season box sets of Thomas, fan-made ones for the CGI seasons 12 through 21 coming next week, as well as the CGI movies.